Welcome to Pro Speak English. Let's learn to speak English with confidence.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new English series. Today, we are doing something very exciting. We are looking for a new apartment. Finding a place to live is a common situation where you need specific vocabulary. In this first lesson, my husband and I have just entered a potential new apartment. We are discussing our first impressions of the space. Let's listen.
Wow, look at this natural light. It is much brighter in here than I expected. What is your first impression?
It is certainly very spacious. The listing said it was a small unit, but the high ceilings make it feel quite open.
Exactly. And check out these floors. I think this is real hardwood, not laminate. It gives the room a very warm feeling.
They are beautiful, but I am worried about scratches. We would need to buy some large rugs if we move in here.
That is a good point. But imagine our sofa right there against that wall. It would fit perfectly, don't you think?
Yes, the layout is practical. However, do you hear that sound? It sounds like traffic noise from the street below.
I hear it a little bit, but remember the windows are open right now. If we close them, it might be silent.
I hope so. I need a quiet environment to work from home. Let's try closing the window to test the soundproofing.
Okay, I just latched it. Listen now. It is much better, isn't it? I can barely hear the cars.
That is a relief. The silence is actually quite nice. Now, did you notice where the electrical outlets are?
Ah, I see two over there and one near the entrance. That should be enough for the television and lamps.
I suppose so. I just want to make sure we do not need extension cords running everywhere. They look messy.
We can manage that. Overall, for a living room, this checks a lot of our boxes. Are you ready to see the kitchen?
Yes, the kitchen is the most important part for me. I hope there is enough counter space for cooking.
Let's go find out. The agent said it was recently renovated, so I have high hopes.
Did you hear how we described the room? We used words like spacious, layout, and soundproofing. These are essential when viewing a house. In the next video, we will discuss the location and the neighborhood. Join us there. Welcome back. We are still in the apartment, standing near the window. The inside of a home is important, but the outside location is just as crucial. In this lesson, we are talking about the neighborhood, transportation, and safety. Pay attention to how we weigh the pros and cons. Let's listen.
From this window, I can see the bus stop right across the street. That is very convenient for my commute to work.
It is convenient, but is it safe at night? I noticed the streetlights are a bit dim on this block.
I checked the crime statistics online before we came. This area is actually rated very safe. It is mostly families living here.
That is good to know. And did you see the grocery store on the corner? It would only take 5 minutes to walk there.
Yes, and there's a nice coffee shop next to it. We could go there on Sunday mornings for breakfast.
I love that idea. However, I am looking at the parking situation. I do not see a designated spot for our car.
The listing mentioned street parking only. That might be a problem in the winter when it snows.
Driving around looking for a spot every evening would be very frustrating. We need to ask the landlord if there's a garage nearby to rent.
I agree. If we have to pay extra for parking, we need to calculate that into our monthly budget.
Aside from parking, the vibe here feels friendly. I saw people walking their dogs and chatting.
Community is important. I don't want to live somewhere where neighbors ignore each other.
So the location is great for shopping and safety, but the parking is a major negative point.
It is a trade-off. We rarely find a place that's 100% perfect. We have to decide what matters more.
True. Let's write down check for garage rentals on our to-do list so we don't forget.
Done. Now, speaking of budget, we need to have a serious talk about the rent price, shall we?
Excellent observation. We used words like convenient, commute, and trade-off. Discussing the neighborhood is key to being happy in a new home. Next, we are going to talk about money, rent, deposits, and utilities. See you in the next lesson. Hello again. We are still in the apartment, but now the conversation is getting serious. We are talking about money. It is not just about the monthly rent, there are often hidden costs like utilities and deposits. Watch how we negotiate and clarify the financial details. Let's listen.
Okay, I have the spec sheet here. The monthly rent is $2,000. That is right at the top of our budget.
It is expensive. Does that price include any utilities like water, electricity, or internet?
It says here that water and trash collection are included. However, we have to pay for electricity and heating separately.
Heating can be very expensive in the winter, especially with these big windows. We need to ask to see past utility bills.
That is a smart idea. I will ask the landlord for an average monthly cost. What about the security deposit?
Usually it's 1 month's rent, so we would need to pay $4,000 just to move in. First month plus deposit.
Wait, looking at the fine print, there's also a move-in fee of $200. That's non-refundable.
I dislike those hidden fees. Do you think the rent price is negotiable? Maybe we can offer a lower amount.
The market is very competitive right now. If we offer less, they might just give the apartment to someone else.
You're probably right, but maybe we can ask for a longer lease. If we sign for 2 years, maybe they'll keep the rent steady.
Locking in the price for 2 years would protect us from rent increases. I will mention that to the agent.
Okay, so if we can afford the monthly payments, are we comfortable with the upfront costs?
Yes, we have the savings, so yes. But before we sign anything, we need to know the rules of the building.
Great point. I noticed the vocabulary we used: utilities, security deposit, non-refundable, and negotiable. These are critical financial terms. Next, we will discuss the building rules, like pets and renovations. See you there. Welcome back. We have talked about the room, the neighborhood, and the money. Now we need to check the rules. Every apartment building has policies about what you can and cannot do. In this lesson, we are discussing pets and painting the walls. Let's listen.
So, I am reading the lease policy summary. It says here, no modifications to the structure.
Does that mean we cannot paint the walls? I really wanted to paint this living room a soft blue.
Usually, you can paint if you ask for permission first, or if you promise to paint it back to white before you leave.
Okay, I can live with that. What is the policy on pets? You know I want to adopt the cat soon.
Let me see. Here it is. It says small pets allowed with landlord approval. There's also a monthly pet rent.
Pet rent? You mean we have to pay extra every month just to have a cat?
Yes, it's about $50 extra per month. It covers any potential damage the pet might cause.
I suppose that is fair. As long as cats are strictly allowed, I'm happy. What about quiet hours?
The building has quiet hours from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., so no loud music or parties late at night.
That works for us. We are usually in bed early anyway. Are we allowed to put nails in the walls for pictures?
Small nail holes are usually considered normal wear and tear, but we shouldn't mount a heavy TV without asking.
Okay, I feel comfortable with these rules. Nothing seems unreasonable.
I agree. It seems like a standard lease agreement. So, are we ready to make a final decision?
Rules are important to understand before signing. We discussed modifications, pet rent, and quiet hours. In the final video, we will make our decision and talk about the application process. Are we going to take the apartment? Find out next. Hello and welcome to the final lesson in this series. We have inspected the apartment, the neighborhood, the costs, and the rules. Now it is time for the most exciting part, making the decision. In this conversation, watch how we summarize our thoughts and decide to apply for the apartment. Let's finish strong.
We have been here for an hour. We have seen everything. What is your final verdict?
I really like it. The natural light is amazing and the location is very convenient for shopping.
But what about the parking issue? Is that a deal breaker for you?
I thought about it. I think we can rent a spot in the garage down the street. It is worth it for this beautiful living room.
I feel the same way. The rent is high, but it includes water and trash, which helps. I think we should do it.
I agree. Let's apply. What do we need to do next? Do we fill out a form?
Yes, we need to fill out the application form. They will also need proof of income like our pay stubs.
I have my documents on my phone. Can we email them to the landlord right now?
Yes, the sooner the better. I will send my credit report as well. It shows we are responsible with money.
How long does the approval process usually take? I'm nervous already.
Usually about 24 to 48 hours. If everything checks out, we could sign the lease by Friday.
That would be amazing. I can already picture our furniture here. Let's go home and submit the application.
Let's go. I have a good feeling about this place. It feels like home already.
And that is a wrap. We decided to take the apartment. We used phrases like final verdict, deal breaker, proof of income, and approval process. Thank you so much for joining us on this house hunting journey. I hope you learned a lot of useful English. See you in the next series.